Hey, and thank you for ordering the Covert video content plugin, and welcome to the video tutorial. Now in this video tutorial I'm going to cover how to install the Covert video content plugin, how to configure and use it, and finally some tips and tricks for getting the best results out of using it. Now the first thing you want to do is to download your Covert video content plugin, and you do that by clicking the link below this video. So go ahead and click that link below the video now to save the zip file to your computer. And remember where you save the zip file to, because you're going to need it in a bit when you head into your own WordPress admin area to install the plugin. And right now I'm going to go into my WordPress site to show you how to install the plugin, how to configure it, and how to use it. So here we are inside my WordPress admin area dashboard, and in order to install the plugin, you locate the plugins menu here on your dashboard sidebar, and you go to add new plugin. And when you're here on add install plugins, you click on upload, and then you either place your cursor in the box here, click the browse button. It'll bring up a window to find the file that you want to use, and you might have downloaded the plugin to your desktop, to your download folder, or to wherever you normally download stuff to. I put it in a Covert Video Press download folder here, just make it easy for myself. What you're looking for is the file called covertvideocontent.zip. When you find that, you mark it and you open it. Make sure it's in the box here, the correct one. When it is, you click on install now, and WordPress will automatically install the plugin for you. And there we go, the plugin is now installed. All that's left to do is click on activate plugin. And the plugin is now activated. What you'll see up here is a little warning message that says Covert video content is almost ready. You must enter your keywords and configure the settings. If you click this link here, it will open up the plugin settings to do just that. Or you can do that down from the menu down here. I'm actually going to leave this blog and move into the beautiful game one where I already have it installed, and just show you how to do it. But if you click the link that I just mentioned before, you go to the Covert video content main settings page. And same as usual, we have a link up here where you can go and see our latest WordPress plugins, themes, and so on. Keep updated on the new stuff we put out. And here you also have the help link. If you click that, you'll see that first of all, again, we have the link here to our support desk. If there's something you can't find an answer for, or you need to get in touch with us for other reasons, you can click here and submit a support ticket to our support desk. But other than that, on this page, there is a description of every single setting and function in the Covert video content plugin. So you can go to the help file here. If there's something you don't know how it works or what it will change and so on, you can find a description of it here on the help page. So you probably want to use the help page here once in a while, and it's there for that reason. Right, so moving on, it says here, welcome to the Covert Videos Content Admin Area. In order to make the plugin work, you must enter some keywords, you must configure some default settings, and set up the various modules. So let's get started doing that. First thing is your keywords, which is your main keywords that you want to pull in videos for. Now this is, as I said, this is a football blog, so I put in football and soccer. You can put in as many keywords as you want here on new line. So, you know, I have football and soccer. I might want to put in, like we just had the Euro 2012 tournament. It could be like FC Barcelona, you know, whatever you want to put in here. But I'm actually quite happy with those two for my keyword. You can also put in keyword phrases, and you can put stuff in quotes for exact match. But when you have your keywords in here, you move down to post creation. And this is for the auto blogging setting, and that means that a new post is when a new post is auto blocked, is it set as published or as a draft. If it's set as published, it obviously goes live immediately as is, or you can auto-blog it into your draft, so it's just saved in your draft and you can go ahead and edit it and post it whenever you want. So you have that option here. You can choose to automatically create tags for your post. This you probably, if you use publish, so your post go live immediately, you probably want to automatically create tags. If you're doing it to draft and going in and editing stuff yourself, you might still want to use automatic tags, but it's not necessary because you can add your own tags. But the option here is automatically create tags, and what it will do is, if you have it selected, it will create tags based on the title of the video you pull in. So if the video, now let's go with the football theme. So the video might be like Denmark versus Scotland in the 1986 World Cup. Then it will create tags, the tags Denmark, Scotland, 1986 World Cup, and it will ignore words that are 3 characters or less, and you can enter a list of words here, comma separated, of words that you want to ignore for tags as well. We have a list here by default with words like and, there, this, that, then, and whatever, and you can add to this list or make your own list here of words to ignore for creating tags. There's also a setting here for importing comments along with the video. So if there are available comments on the video, do you want to import them? Yes, if ticked. No, if not ticked. And if you have it ticked here, you can choose to randomize the number of comments added. If you don't randomize, it will pull in all the available comments, which is a lot sometimes on YouTube. You can choose to randomize it, and it will just pull in some of the comments. I probably would recommend choosing to randomize here, because it will make your blog look more unique and organic if you choose to randomize it. Then you can set the initial video rating anywhere between 1 and 5, and that just means that the videos you auto-blog, they will start out with a rating. And again, if you watch the tutorial video for the theme itself, I mentioned that if there's already a rating, doesn't matter if it's high or low, but if there's already a rating, your visitors are much more likely to vote themselves. So it's a good idea to give your videos a rating. And what this will do is it will just randomly give the videos a rating within the interval you set here. So you could set this between 3 and 5, 2 and 4, and whatever. Or if you do 0 and 0, all your videos will come with 0 rating, meaning no votes yet. And 1 and 5 is the default. Same with the view count. It looks perhaps better that if your videos have some sort of views on them, instead of having a page of auto-blog videos with 0 views on them. And you can set this interval to whatever you want, between 2 and 500, between 1 and 10 views, whatever you think looks natural on your blog. And then you have the author for the posts. This is if you have multiple WordPress users, you can select which one to post from. On this blog, I only have admin so far, but if I have multiple users, I can select multiple, and it will choose one at random to post from. And what we have here is something I think is really clever. It's an automatic author creation, and this is intended to make your blog look even more social and real, kind of like YouTube, like having real people upload stuff to your blog. Just make it look like that. So what I want to do now is create 10 random authors, and what it'll do then is it'll take 10 of these first names here and pair them with 10 last names in a random way and create authors. So I'm just going to do that, and you'll now see here that it's created 10 users, and this is actually 10 users that has now automatically been created on my WordPress blog. And now I can do the whole selecting whichever of these I want. So if I select all 10 here and I save this, then everything that's auto-blogged in will be randomly select one of these authors for them. So it will look like I have 10 people who randomly upload videos to my blog. And obviously you can create 100 authors or whatnot if you want to. Just a neat little feature that'll make your blog look more real and user generated. But when you've done with all the general settings here, you click Update Settings at the bottom here, and we're ready to go into the individual modules. And we'll start with YouTube, which is probably the one you'll be using the most. YouTube is the biggest and best video site out there. Now, the first thing you want to do is do your general YouTube settings. First setting here is keyword search. Now we enter keywords on the main settings, and if we don't check this box, what will happen is when we auto block, it will only pull in videos from YouTube that have those keywords in the title or the tags. I can click this and it will completely ignore the keywords we put in just before and only pull in from the categories. Now if I ignore keyword search and have all categories on YouTube selected, it will just pull in random videos from YouTube, and that can be about anything. But I could go category autos and vehicles and ignore keyword search, and it will just pull in random videos from this particular YouTube category. If I choose to have keyword search on and have autos and vehicles, it would only pull in videos from YouTube from the auto and vehicles category that use the words soccer or football in the tags of the title, which is highly unlikely. But for my particular blog here, I would obviously choose the sports category. But you have the option to ignore keywords and just import from the category, or use keywords. In the sun checking, I'm using keywords and only pull for a category, or use my keywords but pull from all categories. So you have those options there. The next is the API search settings on YouTube, and that means you can sort your videos by relevance to your keyword, by view count, by rating, or by date published. And what that means is if you're pulling in 5 videos, if you do by relevance, it will grab the 5 that are most relevant to your keyword. If you do by view count, it will still try to get something that matches your keywords, but it will give priority to videos with the most views, or if you choose rating, give priority to videos with the highest rating, or date published, it will give priority to the newest videos. So you have that option here. Languages as well, you can choose any language, or you can say I only want to pull in videos that are posted as having English language, or any of the other languages here that YouTube supports, anything from Korean to Latvian to Russian to whatever. So it depends on what you're doing. And then finally you have the save search function here. This pulls in how people rate the videos on YouTube. So like you can have the no filtering at all, the moderate filtering, or the strict filtering. Like if you have a strict filtering on YouTube, it will not pull in anything that by YouTube is deemed to be 18 plus. So you won't get any of the videos that feature strong language and nudity and all that, given that people actually have rated the videos correctly. So you have the save search settings here. And then finally you have the categories to use. And these are all the categories that you have set up on your blog. And you can then mark all of them, or as many of them as you want. And then you can choose here to post to one category. So right now I chose 5 categories here. I can choose to post to one of these categories randomly. So if I'm pulling in 5 auto blog posts, it will then, for each of them pick one random category of the one selected. Or I can choose to post my auto blog post into all the categories I've selected here with these settings. And when you're happy with your settings here, you click Update Settings and you're ready to go. And actually, I will just do that. We'll go Sports. We'll sort by relevance. Any language is fine with me, and no filtering. And actually, I just want to, I couldn't do that, stupid. Right, I'll just mark all the categories here. And then I'm happy with random. So I update my settings. And that's my settings. So now I'm ready to start auto blogging. And it says that once configured, set this module to active and start auto blogging. And here's a create between 1 and 5 posts every 4 hours. Now obviously you can change it to whatever. Like if I wanted to post 1 every day, I set it to create between 1 and 1 every 24 hours. I could create 2 a day, or I could do something like create between 1 and 5 posts every 73 hours. You know, any number you want here to make any number of posts in any amount of time. This is fine with me, so I check this, ready to start auto blogging, and I click on update settings. And it is now ready to run. If you go out to the main settings page, we will now see that my modules available YouTube is now set to auto log. It has not run yet. It will be here. Next scheduled run of active auto blogging modules is set to August 24th at 12:25 a.m., which is in my time right now is in about 10 minutes. But I can also force it to run now, which I will do. And that should actually have done it. I'm just going to go check in here and see. Actually, did I save into the draft? As you can see, I now have a post that went into draft. And the author was a random one, Patrick Davis. He put a random tag in, a category in there, and it took tags from setting here. Now, obviously, this one is not really what I wanted because this is American football, but that's why I personally like to put them in as draft, because then I can delete the ones I don't have and I can change them, I can change the tags, whatever. But just to show you, if we click preview here, we have now auto blogged a video from YouTube. I'll just click on pause here, and it pulled in the description from YouTube, it tagged it, and it pulled in some random comments as well. And as I said, I had my settings set to put it in as a draft. I could have set it in to just publish it immediately, and I probably could have done some more with the tags, with the keywords, to avoid getting American football in here, since this is a blog about real football. Pardon me. All right, so let's head back to YouTube. Here you have the Covert video content menu here, and we go back to YouTube. And this is now running, and it will continue auto blogging between 1 and 5 posts every 73 hours. I'm actually just going to turn that off now because I don't want it auto blogging at the minute. But I want to show you something else in here. You also have the option to immediately import instead of waiting for the auto blogging. It's the same settings. You can ignore the keywords if you just want to pull in. If you ignore the keywords, it's going to pull in from the category, only randomly from the category. And it's still going to use the category if you use keywords, but obviously only pull from the category stuff that uses your keyword. And then next thing you do is select one or more of select one of your keywords to use, and select the category to post to. It works the same as what we just did. You can select multiple, post to only one of them randomly, or post to all of them. Tag generation, use default settings, then it will do what we set up in the general settings. Or for this import, you can override the default settings and enter a bunch of tags, comma separated, just for this import. Then you can choose here how many posts to import. It's set to 5. I can import, 4, for example. Set it to publish them immediately or to drafts. Give them a rating and a view count, and then you click on do import. I assume you have missed doing category. I did. We'll just select one there. Do import. And it has now imported 4 posts to my draft because it's set to draft, but I could have set it to post immediately. And if we go into all posts, we'll see that we now have 5 drafts. So that was the YouTube module. I'm just going to quickly run through the other ones here, but they work essentially in the same way. Daily motion, you have the same thing here with ignoring keyword search. You can choose, they call it channels instead of categories, but it's exactly the same. And they also have API search settings for most recent videos, relevance compared to keywords, best rated or most visited. You choose your category, and then you can set the auto blogging, turn your auto blogging on, and you can also do the import here. So Daily Motion works exactly like the YouTube module, it just pulls in from another source. Meta Cafe, again exactly the same as YouTube. You can ignore the keywords, you can select a category, and they have API search settings, auto blogging, and import now function. So really the only one that is slightly different is Vimeo. Because they, first of all, with the keywords, they allow us to do some more stuff there, but they're then limited in other ways. But for the keywords, you can turn the keywords off and on. But with Vimeo, you can also select if you want to search for the keywords in the title and content of the video there, in the video title only, or in the content only. But here's then where Vimeo is different from the other ones, is that you can't just generally import from Vimeo. Their API does not allow that. You have to import from a specific user, a specific group, a specific channel, or specific album. So when you set up your Vimeo stuff here, you have to actually go there, find a specific user you want to auto blog from, or a specific channel, or a specific album and whatnot you want to auto blog from, and then you choose whichever here, and then enter the name for the channel, the user, whatever you select. So you have to do that. Categories and Vimeo works the same way, and when you've done that, you can turn auto blogging on, and you can also do the import now thing here, which works exactly like all the other ones, except you have this option for searching for the keyword in title, content only, or title only. But remember, you have to specify a user, a group, a channel, an album down here first. Right, so that's it. You can, for all of them, you can do the import now function, and just to immediately get any number of posts put in directly published or into your drafts so you can edit them later. You can set all of them to auto blogging, and just run from there. And if we go back to the settings page, I just want to show you, I turned auto blogging off here, but what it will show you here is that I can have auto blogging on for YouTube, I can have one on for Daily Motion, one on for Meta Cafe, and one on for Vimeo, and they can all run. So I might do something like add one YouTube video every 2 days, add 2 Daily Motion video every 2 days, add 1 Meta Cafe every day, and 1 Vimeo video every 5 days, whatever I want to do, any combination of these. So you can auto blog from 4 different video sources at any given time, and on top of that you can then go in and do specific imports at any given time. So this is how this Covert video content plugin works. Really simple but extremely powerful. I'm just going to go back to the slides now and show you a few extra things and give you some tips on how to best use this. So if we go back here and move on to the tips and tricks for best results. Number 1. And I want to say, remember that there are 2 main ways to use this plugin. You can either import or auto blog post to draft. so you can edit them before publishing. And this is obviously best for SEO because you're pulling in the videos, they're in draft, and then you manually go in and maybe edit the text a bit, add your own tags, add your own title, rewrite something in there, make it your own, make it unique, make sure it fits your blog. So import now or autoblog into drafts and then edit it yourself before you're posting is probably, no, not probably, it is the best to do for SEO. But you can also publish or import your post immediately. And this is obviously a huge time saver and can be like a set and forget thing to get a lot of content into your blog. I will say if you use the whole publish immediately and set and forget thing, this is best used if you once in a while go in and do an import to draft and do some unique content on your blog. So you do a combo. You can have most of your stuff being just imported without changing it. Just once in a while go in and do something unique on your blog, then you'll see the best results compared to just importing stuff without editing. But it's completely up to you what sort of relation between these two methods you want to adapt in your blog. But just remember that there's two ways to use it, and go ahead and test out what works best for you. More tips and tricks for best results. Niche your content. And that means set up your auto blogging keywords so they match the main keywords for your blog, and try not to go too broad and have too much on your blog. It's much better to build 10 blogs on 10 different topics than it is to get everything into one blog, as I say there. And remember that you have unlimited site license for both the Covert Video Press theme and the Covert Video content. So, like, you can build one auto blogging video site on like a comedy theme, and one on how to fix your car, and one on funny animal videos, and one on football, and one on whatever. It's just much easier for you to generate interest in your blog and get traffic to it and rank for it if you go very niche specific and build a lot of these in highly fenced-in niches, instead of trying to be the new YouTube, because let's face it, none of us are ever going to beat YouTube at their game. But we can beat them by niching it down and being a convenient source for people who just want to go to a place where there's videos and only videos about something they're very interested in. So that's what I recommend you do. So that's all there is to say for this video tutorial. Remember again that there's the help file inside the WordPress admin area. When you go to your Covert Video Content plugin, you can go to the help file and there's a description of all the functions, and on that one there's also a link to our support desk. But for now, thanks again for ordering the Covert Video Content plugin, and good luck with all your campaigns, and have fun using this plugin together with the Covert Video Press theme. And if you have any questions or comments, please use the support link below to contact us. It's at the bottom of this page, and we'd love to hear from you.